including the one to Jameson Williams, where he turned on the burners and then acted like a complete clown and grabbed his crotch and what. I'm done talking about that. Let me just, actually, I'm not done talking about it. Let me just get this out of the way before all the YouTube commenters come after me. Jameson Williams' act is getting tired. Sorry, guy's a talented player, but jumping backwards into the end zone when you don't have to. What if he hit his head, cracked his head open? What if he got a concussion? What if he hurt himself? Just run into the end zone. Just run in there. Just do what your other teammates do. You want to dance after? Go for it. Grabbing his crotch like Marshawn Lynch, whatever. You guys think it's cool? Hey, Breaking T has a t-shirt for it. Awesome. I think it's stupid. Sorry. Talented kid. But it seems like every week we bring up an immature act.
All right. First, I have to put this stipulation out there. I like the Locked On podcasts. Mm-hmm. Our guy Koo does a great job. Yeah. Great job with the Pistons. Our guy Scott Bentley does a great job. He's the man. Great job with the Tigers and the Red Wings. This is, I'm not even trying to say this like to sound like cool or an asshole or big guy. I've never heard of this guy before today. I'm not even joking. Yeah. He said the one thing in there that really got me and really fired me up is when he said the Jameson Williams act is getting old. Newsflash, asshole. The Jameson Williams act is scoring touchdowns and being one of the most explosive players in the NFL. So if you're tired of the Jameson Williams act, you're tired of 22.5 receiving yards per catch. You're tired of one of the most explosive and electric players in the NFL. Or what if he cracked his head open? What if he got a concussion? What if you weren't such a pussy? Let the guy do whatever he wants. I don't give a fuck. You go out there, you go do that, and then let someone tell you, no, you know, son, you shouldn't celebrate like that. Grabbing your nuts is inappropriate. It's inappropriate for you to have a mic. If you're gonna react like that to a guy going on, they're playing a fucking game, buddy, and they're getting paid millions of dollars to do it. How many times do we gotta teach you this lesson, old man? This is so annoying when it comes to this cult of JMO haters. Oh, he's immature. Oh, he's this. Oh, he celebrates too much. I'd be celebrating my ass off too if I got in the end zone. Not a lot of fucking guys do it in their lifetime. So take this JMO hate and get it the fuck out of here. Just keep his name out of your mouth. And you know, when he's the best player on the NFC Championship field like he was last year, or when he is scoring a 70-yard touchdown in the Super Bowl to put the Lions up by 14, I don't want to hear you mention his fucking name. I don't want to hear you talk about how it was a game-changing play, or how much he stretches the defense out and how much easier it makes life for Amon-Ra St. Brown and these running backs. You're worried about how the guy is celebrating? It's immature for him to pay homage to one of the greatest personalities in the history of the NFL and Marshawn Lynch.
You might not like him either.
Just shut up, dude. Just say what you want to say if you're going to go out there and say it. We all know what you want to say. Just say it. You don't like him. I don't know what the reason is you don't like him, but you don't like him. He is one of, if not the most explosive players in the NFL. And shit like this is just going to piss him off. Just shut up and enjoy greatness while you're watching it. This is embarrassing, man.
It's terrible. Like, the part that pissed me off was the act got me, but it was the what if he would have fell and cracked his head and died. Like, what are we doing here?
What dad or something?
Yeah,
like, come on,
what are we doing here? Like, these are the most coordinated human beings on planet Earth. Now, if I try to do the Marshawn Lynch, yeah, there's a chance I might crack my head and die. But J-Mo, with that athleticism, that coordination, bro, like, he's not risking injury. He's not doing anything like that. It's just, you're right. It's an excuse. It's an excuse to justify your disposition against him, your hate towards him. That's all it is, because there's nothing that he's done on the field this season to warrant that. And you know what? If you don't like him, I don't give a fuck, because you know who likes him? Everybody in the organization, the teammates, ride and die for this man. They go to bat for him. Dan Campbell went to bat for him after a time and point when I wouldn't say he wasn't on his side, but he was very open and transparent about things with Jameson Williams. And now he's riding, dying, and that's somebody that's around him every single day. So you watching from your TV, like all of us, making those conclusions about him, over somebody like Dan Campbell, who speaks so highly of him, who's around him every single day, yeah, I'm going to take those words. I'm going to take those actions more than I'm going to take what you're saying. So this is just dumb. This is just stupid. They won 52-6. Why are you crying?
Crying about something.
What is there to cry about, man? Like, I don't get you people that can't be happy.
And before we get to you, Nick, I see it in the Woodward Sports chat. Paul Thomas says Matt Dery is a Syracuse fan. I also see that he does Guardians work, and he comments on the Guardians. And Easy's not here to do this because he is the self-appointed gatekeeper of the Detroit Lions. So I'm going to do it in his stead. Shut up and stop talking about the Lions then. Like if you're not a fan of the city, if you're not a fan of the sports teams, I that is something I can't get across. Maybe it's because how my dad raised me and me watching him, but people that are like, oh, I'm a Lions fan, but I'm a Timberwolves fan, and I'm a Minnesota Wild fan.
Don't work like that, bud.
Shut up. It's weird. You're not around here. You don't feel the vibe. You don't know what's going on, and you can tell how out of touch you are with stupid shit like that. What if he cracks his head open? What if you slip and you hit your face plant in your computer and you crack your head open? Should you not talk that close to the mic? Should you not talk that close to your computer during your podcast? Because you could get injured. Anybody could get injured walking down the fucking street. Yep. The kid is young. He's athletic. He scored a touchdown. Let him celebrate how he wants. Jesus Christ, man.
Dude, 52-6. Like, what are we getting upset for, Nick?
Yeah, exactly. And that's where I want to start with this one. This team isn't just going to hang 50 on you. They're going to jump in the stands after.
Yeah.
They're going to dance their ass off. And if he's saying, hold my D, I'm on the way into the end zone, you can't do anything to stop it.
Yeah.
And this is an old man yelling at clouds type scenario. You finally have a good team and a team that you get an opportunity to talk about. This is a SOL kind of take.
SOL take for sure.
Oh, it's so deep. Get this out of your brain. This is a whole brand new Lions. Get that through your brain. Dan Campbell didn't say shit about this at all.
No.
And he never says anything
does.
about any of these guys celebrating. So if the head coach is going to let these guys show their personality and show the swag that they have, honestly, when they celebrate, it's honestly awesome to see. Then you can't say anything about it either.
And I didn't hear him talking about Amon-Ra St. Brown's celebration where he jumps backwards limpless and hits the ground. I didn't hear him talking about Amon-Ra St. Brown doing
standing on his head.
And he could break his neck. What's he doing? Listen, man, if you don't like what you saw out of Jameson Williams, I'll do it for you right here. Hold my fucking nuts, buddy, and keep Jameson Williams out of your goddamn mouth. I don't want you celebrating when the Lions win. I don't want you celebrating his success, because it's little fucking stupid comments like that that just piss me off. If you wanted to say, oh, you missed a block there, or oh, blah, 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 something like that, break down an actual play where he actually does something just to nitpick, I can stomach that more than just talking about bullshit like this. KG, what do you feel about this?
I mean, you already know how I feel about this, man. Everybody that does this little act with J-Mo, you already have a preconceived notion about J-Mo. And it's not like, you know, he's Tariq Stevenson celebrating in the middle of a fucking play and then he's getting burnt for a touchdown. Like, as long as the on-the-field shit is equating to, you know, the person, then I'm good. And I'm just sick of this narrative about J-Mo, because we know the type of crowd that normally, you know, feels this way about J-Mo. And I ain't trying to, you know, like point to a certain direction, but you know what I'm talking about. But you know what I'm talking about, though. And it's ridiculous at this point. Until he punches a girl on the elevator, until he commits murder, you know, I don't care. Let the man do what he wants. Like, you see, he's averaging 22 yards a fucking play. What are we doing?
This is who he is. He's a goofy, he's a funny, a fun-loving guy who's going to go out there and do shit like this. You want to take away his love for the game because you're offended by him holding his nuts? Stop being a fucking shitty-ass, mad old man and have some fun. It is a game, brother. They can celebrate however the fuck they want.
Not just that. It's beyond a game. It's a war. It's a battle. The contact that happens in the sport of football, that is peak of sports. Like, you are witnessing the closest thing to combat sports that's not combat sports in football. So you know what? Yeah, I feel relieved. Yeah, I celebrate when I get to the end zone, because you know what? Those other plays when J-Mo is running just full speed into somebody to make contact, to create a block so that his teammate can score, all of that, like, you know what? You deserve the right to, after a great play,
Celebrate however the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Celebrate how you want, man.
As long as you don't get flagged,
understand.
I don't care.
Yeah.
And he didn't get flagged.
And he
That's
didn't
the
get
key.
flagged.
That's fair. And to KG's point, like the things we're mad at him about are betting, which we
Right.
all do. Shout out Caesars.
Which
Shout
he
out
did
Caesars.
technically legally.
Yeah,
Like,
we bet legally here.
He
Shout
didn't
out-
bet on
shout
the
out Caesars.
NFL
Yeah,
game.
you did that, and you legally owned a firearm.
Yeah.
So that's why you dislike him. Andy tore his ACL.
You're right.
Yeah.
That sounds like a real despicable human being
And
to
these
me.
are these like him being like
idiots.
it's disgusting. Two of the most iconic sports celebrations in the history of sports come from telling someone to hold your nuts.
Yeah.
And that is literally Reggie Miller telling Spike Lee in front of Madison Square Garden to choke on his nuts. And obviously Marshawn Lynch with the Beastquake. So like
I just expect better of him because he's been in Detroit media for a long time. Matt Dery has, and I know some people have certain opinions
long.
about him and stuff like
Too
that.
long.
But
Agreed.
if you don't like J-Mo, fine. But you can't comment on what the fuck he's doing on the field, especially if he didn't get flagged.
It's out of
There's
touch.
20 people in the chat right now that can do that job better than he's doing it. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's embarrassing
just expect
to put
better.
that out, dude. It's really we're not mad at you, Matt. We're disappointed.
That's
We're not mad at you. You're just dead wrong.
Yeah,
Or
you're
what-
just
what
a
is-
fucking
yeah,
stupid idiot.
Right. And get over your fucking preconceived
whatever.
notions,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I'm sick of the whole J-Mo act. I'm sick of your fucking act. And this is the first I've heard of you. Like, again, he's been in this game a lot longer than me. And I was literally like Shaq meme, like I was unfamiliar with your game. I just didn't know it. And
There might
Time's
be
up,
a
old
reason,
man.
though.
yeah, time's up.
Right, might be a
For
reason
real.
for that.
Might be time to hang it up.